So look, there's a button on the side. We're going to press it. It says Anker. And then it says 25%. Super fast charging. We got the two little icons. And we're going at 20 watts. I will last at 20 minutes, which is a lot longer than I last. Oh, what's going on, YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and I have a super exciting video today. This is going to be a separate video. This is a little Anker Nano power bank with a lightning port. It's 12 watts. It's for iPhone. Now, I ordered the other version of it that is 22.5 watts, so twice as fast, same capacity, but it's Type-C instead of Lightning. And I'm going to combine both of those into one video because the new iPhones that are coming out next month are going to have Type-C, and yeah, this will be not needed anymore except for legacy devices. So I'm going to combine both of those into one video. This is on one product. This is two different colors. I am super freaking excited to make this video today because I'm a power bank nerd and I always have at least one on me. And hands down, for the 10,000 milliamp hour range, this 25 watt PowerCore 10K Redux has been my number one recommendation. I actually have a backup here. This was on sale and I bought a backup. Haven't even opened it. It's still brand new. This is a 45 watt charger for super fast charging for Samsung. Anyways, I have 3 of these total. My wife has one and I have one. And then I have a backup. This has been my go-to battery for 10,000. Honestly, this is absolutely perfect for making sure that you can play games on your phone all day long and make sure that it's always charged and ready to go. Now, I'm hoping that what's in these two packages will replace it for good because it should be better in every way. So this is the Anker 533 power bank. This is the PowerCore 30 watt. It is the A1256. That is the model number. And these are two different colors because all of my power banks are black. Almost every single one of them. So I wanted to change that up. So we have a white cable. We have a little cute carrying case for it. And then we have the battery, which, oh my word, it is small. All right, this is the purple one for my wife. We have the instruction booklet. All right, so now we're going to open up the one that I'm going to be using. Again, we have a little carrying case for it. And then we're going to compare it to my hands down number one power bank right now, which is the Anker 25 watt that I just told you about. So we're going to compare the sizes here in just a moment. But look at that. It's so cute. I got the purple one. Let's get a freaking thumbnail. I got the purple one and I got the blue one. They look very nice. That's freaking awesome. That's so cool. All right. So they're both the same thing. So we're going to basically set this one to the side and leave it alone. All right. Let's take a look at the numbers and stuff on the bottom. Now, I saw a ridiculous review on Amazon, and the person left 1 star, which dropped the ratings down on this thing significantly because of the fact that there's only so many of them in the first place. They said that this is an overpriced 5,000 milliamp hour battery because they saw the number 5,000 here, and they instantly assumed that was the capacity of the battery. But if they had read one single line downwards, they would have seen 5,000 times 2 pieces, which equals the 10,000 milliamp hours. Also, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery would not be able to bring your phone from completely dead to full. This battery, with it having 2 5,000 mAh packs in it, will be able to fully charge any smartphone today that I'm aware of. See, delivered today, arriving Friday. I'll make a video of this guy. Let's take a look at this on listing on Amazon. I got it for $49 and there was a $10 coupon button, which that $10 coupon button is still there today as of filming this video. I'm not sure if enough people marked that person's comment as spam or if they removed it, but it's currently not in here. But it was 1 star and the person said this is an overpriced 5,000 milliamp hour battery because the person... I'm sorry, people that spread incorrect information really just chap my hide. But so we can see this is a 36 watt hour battery. We can see that it does USB-C output 5 volts 3 amps, 9 volts 3 amps. Wow, that's nice. And 12 volts at 2.5 amps. 10 volts at 2.5 amps, 15 volts at 2 amps, 20, what the frick? It does everything. And then the USB-A port, which I don't care about. I mean, it's if you wanted to see it bad enough, you can read it. And then obviously these are the same batteries, just different colors, because they have also a green one, which the green one wasn't available. Otherwise, I would have gotten that over a blue one. Anyways, let's stop it. All right, there's one button on the side. There's a USB-A port. There's 2 USB-C, which is so freaking amazing. Love seeing 2 USB-C. The Anker 535 was my favorite power bank for the 20,000 range, but they recalled it, so you can't buy it now. Or the 335, 535, I don't know. I did a video on a green one and a purple one, but 2 USB-C ports, so you can do one port at 30 watts, or you can do 15 watts for 2 ports. But with this being a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, I wouldn't necessarily ever have 2 things charging off of it unless I had no choice, because 10,000 milliamp hours, you're going to drain this 36 watt hour battery very quickly if you have 2 devices sucking up power from it. But you can if you need to, which is the important part. And then we have the button on the side, and this is what makes this thing so much... I have a ton of battery banks everywhere. I literally went to grab this guy. This thing should be a $20 battery right here, but anyway, I think it's $25 actually, but this is just 12 watts output, 12 watts input, 5,000 milliamp hours. So this is a 5,000, this is a 10,000. Where did I put the, oh, over here. So there we go. This is the 25 watt, this is the 30 watt. But what I was saying is to check the battery level, you press this, it lights up all 4. And I was using this today to charge up my Pixel 7 Pro. So now it's down to 1 bar. But it fully charged the phone, and it was at 3 bars when I started to charge my Pixel 7 Pro. And I believe it's hard to read the bottom of it, but it also says 5,000 pieces times 2. People frustrate me. But look. So look, there's a button on the side. We're going to press it. It says Anker. And then it says 25%. You would not even know that screen was there if you didn't know what you were buying with this battery. Or if you bought this because it's small. Oh yeah, size. It's literally shorter than the 10K PD Redux 25 watt. It is about as thick, if not exactly as thick, but it's a little bit shorter. So that's freaking dope. The only positive about this is this right here, which I don't really ever carry it with this. It's more of a, if I can't find it hiding in the couch, then maybe I see the string popping out of it. But you actually have a readout on the screen that tells you the percentage. We are going to take our Z Fold 4 here. So the cable that comes with it is going to be capable of doing whatever you need to do. The key thing is, though, to get 30 watts, you're going to need something that does 3 amps. So we have this really neat little thing here. We're going to plug it into the bottom of the phone, and then we're going to plug in the battery bank. And this is an app that apparently everyone says that I say wrong. There's the name of it, Ampere. You can download it from the Google Play Store. And look at that charge speed, 3,900. That is quite nice. We can see here that we were doing PD 3.0. So we've got PPS on there, and that indicates that we are charging at 18.5 watts. Now, the important thing is if this charger wasn't capable of doing PPS, then Samsung would only charge at 15 watts max. And as you can see, we are doing more than 15 watts. So that's awesome. All right, all we're going to do is change power banks. And I saw 20 watts for a moment there. And it's also doing PPS. The really, really cool thing about this battery bank is it's telling me that I will last at 20 minutes, which is a lot longer than I last. We're going to last at 20 minutes at this current charge rate right now, which is awesome that it says that. If we double press it, it puts it in a slow charge speed. You see the little green dot right there? That is a very slow rate. You'll want to use that when you have AirPods or Pixel Buds or a game controller or something that needs a slow charge rate. Because as you can see here, it changed to 5 watts at 1.5 amps, which is, roughly 7 watts there, 7.1. So that is how you get it in a low charge state. So normally when this thing detects that your phone's fully charged, it's going to stop charging whatever's plugged into it. If you keep it in this low power state, it'll keep supplying, 5 watts or however many watts it needs to the device plugged in. It's not going to overcharge or anything, but it's also not going to just automatically turn off when it sees 1 or 2 watts going into something like it normally would. So if we press it twice again, we turn off that low power state. You might need to unplug and replug. Anyway, so this thing's capable of charging at 30 watts. I will see if I can find anything that will charge it at 30 watts. But for now, we're at 21%. So let's plug this thing in and see what happens. This is an Anker Nano 30 watt. This should be all you need to charge this thing at full speed. These things are like $18 to $20, and I have like 7 of them. They fit in the slot, and it's just so nice. No matter how thick the other plugs are, more than likely this is going to go in there nice and smooth. So we're going to plug this in, and then we're going to plug the battery bank in. And I'm curious to see how many watts this guy charges at, because it can do 30 watts of output. Can it do 30 watts of input? That would honestly make this the world's best charger, in my opinion. If it could do 30 watts of output and 30 watts of input, a no-brainer. This thing above all else. I don't like how quickly the screen turns off, but it is what it is. And we can see the little charging animation up there that shows that it's charging. And it's going to take 1 hour and 39 minutes at this current charge speed to fully charge this battery at 22%. Obviously, if we were higher, it would take less time. And if we were lower, it would take more. Someone's going to ask if you can do pass-through. So let's connect something. You can see there that we're charging at 19 watts. Let's connect the Google Pixel. And nothing happens. It does not charge. This is still going at 19 watts. Nothing happens. If we disconnect the plug, now my phone is currently charging. But when I plug it back in, it stops charging. It doesn't advertise that it charges. That's a question everyone asks, so I wanted to answer it. And hopefully you can see that we're charging at 17.5 watts, and it's going to take about an hour and a half to charge this thing fully, which isn't bad. I wish it was more. I don't know why they make something better than this, which does 25 watts of output, but 18 watts of input. They release something that does 30 watts of output, but not 30 watts of input. I want to see if anything changes when I connect a known 100 watt 5 amp cable. So there's no change. We're still going at 17.5 watts. Let's connect a charger capable of doing so much more than 30. We can see PD 3.0, 27 watts, and up here it shows 20, and here it shows 17.8. And it still says it's going to take an hour and 37 minutes. I have an abundance of these little 1-foot cables. Sometimes Amazon has them for $8. Recently, they had them for $9. So I always buy a couple of them because having this little short guy in my pocket with this power bank is the way to freaking go. There's no excess cable sticking out of your pocket. If you're charging on the desk, this sits perfectly right next to your phone. It's just such a nice little cable, and they complement this battery bank very well. Interesting. So now we have a 140 watt charger. It's going at 22.75. This still says an hour and 37 minutes. And this says 17.5 watts. So you're not really getting a benefit from going with a faster than 30 watt charger, unfortunately. All right, before we end this video, I want to show you connecting 2 USB-C cables. One of them into my iPad mini 6, which charges at about 20 watts at the most. And we can see at the freaking bottom there that it's going at 18 watts. It was going at 20 for a moment. And this says it'll last 23 minutes in that state. Now, we will connect the other one, and you may not be able to read that. So this is going at 11 watts, and this is going at 10 watts. So theoretically, it could do 15 watts and 15 watts. All right, and we're going to push this to its extreme limits. It says 18 minutes currently left. Let's charge up a Pixel, which it currently is charging. It just animated that it's charging. And it's going at 5 volts and 1 amp. All right, as you can see, we have the Type-C charging this at 2,170. And we have the USB-A charging this at 610. We'll swap around the cables here because Samsung is more of a USB-A like quick charge than the Pixel, which is definitely just power delivery. And you can see that the USB-A is actually doing quite well on the Samsung. And the Type-C, whoa, okay, so Type-C definitely took over. And look at that, we're getting 2,000 and we're getting 1160. Due to the nature of the Pixel being power delivery, it does not really like USB-A at all. But Samsung can still fast charge off of USB-A to C because it has Qualcomm Quick Charge versus power delivery. Power delivery. On the tablet, we're getting just 7 watts. With it charging 3 devices, we've got 12 minutes of runtime left. All right, now we have both of them charging, a 60-watt charger and a 30-watt charger. So maximum input is about 18 watts or so. There is a little bit of power loss. What you're seeing here isn't exactly what's going into the device. That's why I use a little readers, and that shows a smaller number than here. All right, so yes, these are the new replacement for this. All right, before I end this video, I was about to. We're at 31%. This cable, these little short ones, are only capable of 60 watts, which shouldn't be a problem because this is a 30-watt power bank. Oh, my laptop's at 100%. Okay. But yeah, you can see 20 volts. So this is definitely capable of doing 30 watts into my MacBook here. Super fast charging. We got the 2 little icons. And we're going at 20 watts. All right, so this battery's dead. There we go. I wanted to see 30 watts. This little guy's pumping 26, almost 27 into this battery right here. Before I close the video out, I wanted to see 30 watts. And I'll call it 27, well, 26.7, pretty close. So I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. As always, I'll have a link to this battery in the description below. It will be my Amazon affiliate link. I will get a little bit of commission from each purchase. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps out the channel. And I get to buy more stuff to make videos on. So it's a win-win for everyone involved. I'll also try to remember to link to the little 30-watt nano adapter. And if I miss anything, just leave a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to add a link. If you have any questions, add a comment below. I will test it and get back to you. And you know, I also want to hear your feedback on the video. Did you enjoy it? If you did, drop me a comment. Give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't, you'd also leave a comment. Let me know why. Was it too long? I didn't mean to make it long. I meant to make it short, but this is just how it goes here. Please follow me on Twitter. I don't care what Elon changes the name of it to. It'll always be Twitter to me. And Instagram. A link to those will be in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. This is What Would Josh Do? And I'm out.